Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Envy, and today we're watching episode 2 of Kaiju number 8. I hope you're doing as well as you can be, taking care of yourselves as much as you can, staying safe, and I hope you're ready for today's episode. But first, of course, a recap, right? Now, episode 1, we were introduced to the world of Kaiju number 8, of course, right? We were introduced to our protagonist, Kafka, who is part of the cleanup crew for the people who take care of the aftermath of kaiju attacks, right? Which are a very common occurrence in this world. Uh, and they're basically special monsters, right? So, yes, including Godzilla. Right. So, yeah, Kafka is someone who actually wanted to be part of the anti defense force. That's the people who basically take down the kaiju and Kafka, but he's part of the cleanup crew instead, which of course is also a very important job. But he mentioned that he couldn't get past his limits and kind of failed, so he gave up on that. We're introduced to Ichikawa, right, who is a new addition to the cleanup crew, but is someone who also aims to eventually join the anti-kaiju defense force, right? And yeah, but we're also introduced to another important character, Captain Ashiro, who is captain of Division 3 of the Defense Force, right? But not just that, she's also Kafka's childhood friend. So they both had, they both vowed to join the Defense Force together, but only one of them made it there. So, yes, these three I would say are like the you know most memorable characters or important characters until now. Obviously just one episode, so we'll see who else we meet in this one. But yes, so they're attacked by a yoju, right? Another kind of monster. Basically it's Kafka and Ichikawa, and Ichikawa saves Kafka saves Ichikawa, right? And we see that he has quick reflexes, quick thinking. He has what it takes. And later on, Ishikawa also mentions that they've extended the age limit, right, for people who can apply to the defense force because there aren't enough young people. So yeah, so that's when we think, yes, this is gonna be, the last chance. We're gonna get a training montage. We're gonna see him just break past his limits and join the defense force. But no, later on, Kafka and Ishikawa are recovering in the hospital right after the attack, and they're having a wholesome bonding bro moment, and that's when we see a wasp-like kaiju or yoju right in front of Kafka. It speaks. It says, "What does it say? Found you." Right, and it jumps dives into his mouth, right? He basically consumes it and he turns into a kaiju. Right. Did not see that coming at all. I feel like I should have. I truly knew nothing about Kaiju number 8 before I started watching, and just that, Godzilla and the song. So I'm really glad I went in blind, honestly, because that was honestly really, really shocking. So yeah, Ishikawa freaks out, but thankfully believes him when he says, it's still me, it's me, Kafka, right? So, but at that moment, an old man is passing by the room, and he decides to, of course, call it in like he should, right? So yes, really cannot blame the old man here. So completely valid. He looks really scary. So yes, at that moment, of course, he freaks out, calls it in, and Kafka and Ishikawa make their escape from the hospital, and this is when we start seeing that Ishikawa really he's a real bro, right? And I think it's the start of a very strong friendship. So that's gonna be really nice to see. And now, the thing is, it's not just that. Of course, after it's reported in, it's Captain Ashiro who's called in to deal with it, right? And her and her tiger. So, of course, now I assume this episode is going to be about Kafka maybe trying to, if they meet in this episode, it's going to be about him trying to convince her that, it's me, your childhood friend, so don't kill me. So, he's probably gonna have a hard time, but surely someone out there, like Captain Pixies from Attack on Titan, someone's gonna realize that having a kaiju on your side is gonna be a great asset, right? Surely. But yes, of course, without further ado, let's get on with the episode. That was also really cool, Kafka. It's the start of beautiful friendship, I hope. Oh yeah, this was really gross, by the way. Oh my god, it does really look cool, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that in the previous episode, but I really like the design and love the colors. This is in the, oh my god. Okay. I didn't know this was, I wasn't sure if this is like season 1 or season 2 opening. And it looks really interesting. I haven't seen the animation either, but I really love the song. This animation is, oh, it's very interesting, the style. I really like it. We haven't seen Kafka so far. It's very different. There he is. Oh, this looks really cool. Oh my god. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's what he said to her. My mom. Okay, so their moms. Okay, so their moms at least are alive. This is after the Kaiju attack, right? That's your childhood friend. Kaiju who defeats Kaiju. Okay. Like Attack on Titan. That's gonna be a good way, right? Have they left? Oh no. Bro, this old man. Can't blame him. Yeah. Oh my god, is he okay? Call a nurse, bro. Bro, that old man got really lucky that he didn't get hit by anything. I hope he didn't. That's one way of breaking past his limits, though. Bro, just run. Figure it out later. Wait, where is he going? I thought he was gonna pick him up. He's just jump. How high up are they? Hopefully not too high. Oh, he can cry as a kaiju. Okay. Fleeing. Do they usually flee? Or is that abnormal already? What the hell is that? Oh my god. Ooh. What does it remind me of? Oh, it reminds me of Hikaru from the summer Hikaru died. What is that? Bro, that's Venom. That's Venom. Ew. I want to see that. No one wants to see that. Yeah. What was that? Is it the defense? Can he pee as a kaiju? That's fair. Yeah. No. No. Okay, this is really funny. I'm so sorry, Kafka. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's so embarrassing for him. Hold your horses. Surely someone smart enough to realize what an asset you'd be. I know. What's with this timing? Is that that's the same one? I thought they took that down. So he's like a radar. But what happened? How did it survive? No, I'm pretty sure they took it down. It's a okay, so same type, not necessarily the same one. But if I can do something, I must. Oh, that does not look great. Everyone else left? Bro, I mean, okay, everyone wants to save themselves, but I don't know why, but the mom's design reminds me so much of Full Metal Alchemist. The little girl didn't even notice it. Oh god. Kafka or Captain Ashiro? Kafka or Captain Ashiro? Kafka, Captain Ashiro. We're gonna be. That's our boy. Let's go. Oh damn, that's a lot of collateral damage though. But I guess there's no helping it. Let's go. Is he gonna get his first ban? Yeah. I really like the colors. I mean that blue. I really like that blue. Don't. Okay. What about her legs though? Or like spine? Oh. So upwards is a good idea, right? Less damage. Oh. Oh. But less damage to the buildings? Limits? What are those? Oh damn. That's really cool. Like, how do you say it? Just like a cool aesthetically, it's pretty cool. Well-mannered child. And he's reminded of another little girl. Oh. It's still possible. Maybe like just with him as a kaiju. Because can he reward back? Or is he gonna stay like this? Oh, he can. Okay, that's gonna help. Oh, that's gonna help. Stand by her side. But is it like just the head or for the full body as well? Oh, she wears the same hair clips. Yeah. Who could have done this? Who could have helped? Alright, little girl, this is where you step in. I hope the mom's gonna be okay. All of them? Yes. Speak. 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 That's right. I hope she takes this seriously. And not just as the delusions of a little girl. Oh god. Oh. Oh, that's a very unflattering drawing. He's 103? He's 103? Oh, I really can't blame that guy though. That must have been horrifying. He passed, of course. There's no way he's gonna fail this time. Ishikawa. No, he passed. It's gonna be okay. Imagine if he fails. There's no way though. He's smiling. Let's go. They both passed. Yeah. They're so supportive. I hope we keep seeing them. Yeah, I hope we see them again. And keep seeing them. Well, I'm guessing it's been 3 months, right? So obviously he's been. Okay. Oh, okay. So he has been full body. Yes. Okay. So he can revert back to normal, but he's how good is his control? We have to be very careful about this. You passed. Oh. Oh. Always. Oh, it's just a written test. Oh. So second one has to be physical ability. As rival and besties. So it can happen in like a moment. That dynamic is so funny. They're both really funny. Bro, his leg. Be careful. Again, it's round 2. 10 days later. So I'm guessing this has to be like physical abilities. That is huge. Defense force.
ここは陸自の駐屯地と併設だからな。
こんなところで変身したらひとたまりもありませんね。
He can't slip up. He can't slip up. Okay, I thought it was gonna be Captain Ashiro on a bike. Oh, I guess these are gonna be like the future teammates. They all have different designs, and they have a little focus. I wonder if any of them will die.
少し早いけど受付。
Is he about to get age shamed?
先輩、
Is he about to get age shamed? Who does she remind me of? He really does remind me of Naruto.
おじさんじゃないです。まだ32です。
Yeah, you brat. She looks like she's 16, so.
そうだ。
Oh my god. I thought she was gonna be like the Konoha Naruto, his Naruto, but this is bullying. This is age shaming.
んじゃこの高飛車小娘。
I know. That's rude. She's so rude. Is she also secretly a kaiju? Surely not. What is that?
このスーツは
A suit. Like, wait. I didn't know there was something like this. When it makes her really strong? Don't throw it. Don't throw it. She threw it?
会社の車を。
This is unforgivable. Unforgivable. What? Shinomiya. Murdering kaiju.
篠宮、その名字は。
Famous family? That's a very dangerous little girl. Oh! This is not someone we've seen before, right? She looks like a scientist. Is she gonna examine him? Oh! Wait, that's tiger food? That's spoilers, right? I mean, how unexpected that they both join. They both get in. So yeah, they're all, I think, gonna be on a team together. I can't wait to see what their personalities are like. Okay, so first of all, I would like to say that Ishikawa is a real bro. He's a real one, and I think Kafka is very lucky to have a friend like him. And rival, I guess. Soon to be rival. And also, I really like both the opening and ending songs. Like, not just the songs, but also the animations for them. They're really interesting. And yeah, I think I'm going to watch them quite often. They're really fun. Very interesting. Right? So, another important thing that we found out this episode is that, at least for Captain Ashiro and Kafka, their moms are, I don't know about anyone else, but their moms at least were alive when they were kids, like after the kaiju attack, right? But I don't know about present day. Obviously, it's just the second episode, so we don't know. But like, there's at least been no mention of it for Kafka, right? So I guess we'll see. So yeah, first of all, I feel so bad for their old man. Someone, I hope he's okay, right? That must have been extremely horrifying, frightening, because we know it's Kafka, but like that must have been really terrifying for him. So can't blame him, of course. And he's also really strong, like Kafka, like obviously as in his kaiju form, like, but like, I mean, he just transformed, so of course he won't know how to control his strength, right? But it seems even now, after 3 months, he's having trouble controlling it. But yeah, hopefully he'll get to train that part. So yes, we saw a few interesting things about him. While Ichikawa and Kafka were running away, we saw strange formations or like creatures coming out of Kafka's body, like out of his neck, out of his mouth, which look like venom. But like they look like mini kaiju almost. Just like, do they exist within him? How does that work? It looked really, well, gross, but also really creepy, and they seemed almost sentient, right? Like they had minds of their own, right? It didn't seem like he was controlling them. So one of them like grabbed a bird, right out of the sky. So that's something we need to put a pin in. Another very important fact that we found out is that Kafka can in fact be in his kaiju form, right? But it's a very special and very unique way of being. I cannot get the image out of my head. That was really funny, but that's so embarrassing for him. I can't. I'm still a little, I think, in shock just thinking about it. But yes, anyway, we also find out that he can sort of sense kaiju, right? He not so sense sort of he can sense them even while they're underground, right? The one that we saw, it was underground and it hadn't attacked, but he could sense it. He could sense it coming, right? So yes, there's that, and apparently, yeah. So there's like they all there's it was the same type as the one in the previous episode, but not the same one. So they can look identical, like, they're all just the same types. So yes, that makes sense. We also maybe see him like get his first fan, sort of, right? A mother and daughter duo who was stuck in the attack, and the mom was stuck. The little girl was trying to free her. And of course, Kafka comes and saves the day, and she is really scared of him. Of course, he looks scary, he's a kaiju. So, yeah, he defeats it, and she thanks him, right? And we find out that he can revert back, right? We find out he can fully revert back. He has control over it. Uh, Not full control, I would say. It is like it seems decent, but he needs to be very careful about not slipping up, which he keeps doing. Apparently, according to what we saw, he does slip up. So we're gonna have to be very careful about that. Right, and then we see Captain Ashiro meet the little girl. Of course, they try to find out what happened, and the little girl is really scared. So Captain Ashiro promises her that she's gonna wipe out all the kaiju, and then the little girl is like, "But you promised not to hurt the good kaiju, right?" There we go. So I hope this sort of stays with Ashiro. I hope she reports it, right? So they have an idea that there is a kaiju out there that saved people, that fought another kaiju, right? They need to keep this in mind. So yes, we see the cleanup crew again, and I hope we keep seeing them. They seem like really supportive, good guys, right? So yeah, I don't want them to just fade away into the background, right? And we see that Kafka and Ishikawa have passed the first round of the exams, right? But the thing is, first round was just the written test, which Kafka has always passed anyway. It's the second round where he stumbles, where he fails, which I'm assuming has to do with physical abilities, right? So we need to watch out for that. Now, which makes me wonder, does he have like any strength from his kaiju form when he's in his human form, or is it completely separated, right? When he was trying to open the bottle, he couldn't open it as while he was human, but then when he reverted to his kaiju form and literally broke it. So I wonder if there can be an overlap or if it's separated. So that's something we have to watch out for. And congratulations to Ichikawa and Kafka for passing their first round. We saw from the ending song that they do get in, of course. Not shocking, they have to, right? Surely. But yeah. Anyway, we also towards the end of the episode meet the rudest little girl ever. Okay, not rudest. She looks like she could be like 16 to 20, right? But she's so rude. And normally I'm not against rude characters, but she's also a bully and she age shamed him, which, like, how dare she? Right? She reminds me of someone. Her name is Shinomiya Kikoru, right? So she also reminds me of someone. Is it that girl from Jujutsu Kaisen who had like a similar hairstyle, but it was blue? But maybe. I don't remember, or if it could be someone else. But yes, she seems, I think Ichikawa recognized her last name, so she could possibly be from like a rich family or like a famous family, maybe a family like that's like a legacy thing, like they're known for getting into this field and fighting kaiju, right? But she was wearing like some sort of special suit, which apparently seemingly made her really strong. Like she picked up a whole van, which by the way is so rude, and she threw it. How dare she? Like, I was so, I was so outraged. But anyway, yes, she apparently murders kaiju as a hobby, and can also apparently smell them because she literally went up to Kafka and was like, "Do you know you smell like a kaiju?" So she's dangerous, right? I hope she comes around. It would be nice to see, but so far she's so rude. I feel so hurt. But anyway, This episode went by really quickly, like really, really quickly, and it was super fun, super engaging. And yeah, I've been really liking the animation style, like the art style, the colors, and yeah. And sometimes, like I expect certain things, and that's not how it ends up going, which is fun, which is super fun. And yeah, Kafka refused to give up on his dream, and that it seems that that will to not give up on his dream, to continue pursuing his dream, is what sort of gave him the ability to revert back, right? It gave him that push that he needed to revert back, because he was like, I want to stand by her side. Now let's just hope she doesn't kill him first. Like, he's our protagonist, he won't die. But yeah, we need to work on the control. I can't wait to see how it goes, right? Certain parts really reminded me of Attack on Titan. You know how Captain Pixies realized that Eren could be a good asset to humanity. So same situation here, right? And it's even better because I think Kafka has a lot more control over his kaiju form. Besides those weird mini kaiju, those were really scary. So there's a lot that we don't know, that we are very unsure about. Again, I really would like to know if someone's controlling the kaiju, if there's like a mega kaiju out there who's controlling the rest, right? Because like, what those mini kaiju, do they exist within him? Like, is it like a host? Is he a host? Or is it like a hive, right? Do they all just, where did they come from? Also, I would like to know what happened to that wasp kaiju that went in him, right? Did he poop it out? Or is it still there inside him? Like, did he absorb it? I'm so cute. I want to know. I really hope they give us the answers, right? I mean, sure, obviously they can't tell us everything, but I would really like to know what happened to that one and where the rest came from. But anyway, that was episode 2. Again, super fun, and I am enjoying it so far. It's only been 2 episodes, but I have been really enjoying it. And let me know what you think of the show, how you feel about the episodes, how you feel about the characters. And yes, you guys, take care of yourselves, stay safe, have a lovely, lovely rest of your week, and thank you for watching.